super successful and super lonely.
I'm so lonely.
Guys, today we're going to be covering a lot of emails. That's one topic: great career, great business, lots of money, no love. Comment this video, subscribe, like, let me know your thoughts and everything. If you disagree with something I say, if you're not sure, I want to hear from you. And look, you really need one-on-one help, book on a free call. I want to help you. I want to help you succeed, okay? I'm successful but lonely as hell. I've built a life I'm proud of. Great career, my own home, close friends, but I go to bed every night wondering if I'll ever find someone who actually gets me. I don't want a man to complete me, but I do want to share my life with someone. My last partner left because he said I didn't need him enough. Men like to feel needed. Since when did emotional independence become unattractive? Always? Even on dates, I feel like I have to dim myself just not to intimidate someone. I want a partner, not another project. Yep, that is true. That is true, Brooke. Brooke's 46, very successful. I coach a lot of women just like Brooke. Men like to feel needed. If you come across as hyper-independent, it comes across as masculine. It's not very feminine. So if you really want to attract a masculine guy, you have to portray, to some degree, a feminine woman. So if you're hyper-independent and you don't need anybody, it's not attractive. It's very, very ugly. So I want you to work really hard on really becoming feminine, making them feel needed, and being more fun. I help a lot of people just like you in that area, Brooke. Very common, my friend. You gotta change it. If you're really, really successful as a woman, great. Find a guy who's even more successful than you are. Dating down is not gonna work. If you're above average, you date an average Joe Blow, it's not gonna work. The masculine feminine energy is gonna get thrown off. It's gonna be terrible. You gotta date up. Never, ever, ever date down.
You're gonna find someone better than him, okay?
All right, got an email here from Lucy. She's 40. I hate small talk, but I'm great in bed. I suck at small talk. First dates are torture. I overthink, get awkward, feel like I'm bombing an audition.
Look, thanks for coming down, but you're really not what we're looking for.
But when I'm comfortable, I'm generous, passionate, high-value partner. I feel like I just don't make great first impressions. First impression is so important, Lucy. And I'm losing guys because of it. Is there a way to skip the surface level dance and connect faster? No, not really. What you really need to become good at, Lucy, is being charismatic. Being charismatic with someone who you don't know can feel a bit awkward, but you got to practice it, and you got to be charismatic with people you don't know. You have to be. That first date is extremely important. If you're really bad at first dates, you're not going to get many second dates, okay? You're not going to get any third dates. If you're there and you're really shy and awkward the entire time, it's just really unattractive. So I want you to practice that charisma heaps and heaps and heaps of first dates.
I think I'm too sexy to keep rehearsing.
If you go on 50 good first dates, you'll be fantastic at dating. Work on creating a good connection with someone you don't know. And that's mainly just your attitude, just a fun, charismatic sort of attitude, yeah?
You're fun.
Email here from Kyle. 28. This is going to sound fake, but I swear it's real. I was sleeping with a woman I've been seeing casually, and mid-hookup, she moaned her ex's name. She laughed it off and said, oops, force of habit. Bro, what do I even do with that? I feel like a guest star in someone else's rerun. That's pretty funny, Kyle. My first question, Kyle, is how much do you care about this girl? You've been seeing her casually, you're hooking up, it's a casual sort of thing. Realistically, most people, Kyle, probably wouldn't see her again. But too weird. I'm not into it. I don't want to see you again. I wouldn't waste your time, Kyle. It sounds like there's a few too many red flags here. When you're dating and you're in the dating game, if you meet someone who's somewhat obsessed with their ex or even thinking about their ex a lot, just get rid of them. Don't waste your time. They're not even really there. You're there just as a sort of a rebound. Okay, let's see. Amanda, 45. I'm wanting separate beds after moving with my boyfriend. Separate beds? No. We recently moved in together and I'm learning I'm a terrible sleeper next to him. He snores and kicks and hogs the blanket. I suggested separate bedrooms. He said that's a weird and unromantic. I agree with him. I just want to sleep. What should I do? I've tried earplugs, white noise, and even sleeping sideways. Last week I ended up on the couch hugging the dog just to get some rest. I'm very funny, Amanda. You have to sleep in the same bed together. I want you to sleep in the same bed together every night. I want you to sleep naked, in the nude. And if you're feeling fairly exhausted, I want you to both go to bed at about 7 p.m. Don't get out of bed till 7 a.m. and do that every day. If he snores and stuff like that, one thing that I've found helps is nose tape. So I wear nose tape and the mouth tape. Wearing those while you sleep seems to make a big difference. You can't really snore if your mouth is taped shut and you're only breathing through your nose. It's fantastic. And holds the blanket. Just to have multiple blankets on the bed, like 3 different blankets. Okay, easy. That's nothing. You got to persevere through it. I know when you first start being with somebody, it does feel a little bit weird sleeping in the same bed with them when you first meet them. You have to persevere through. Some couples sleep in separate beds. That's absolutely ridiculous. A relationship is two people becoming one. It's everything combining, right? The bed is a huge part of that.
Get out of my bed.
Alex, 24. I think her Instagram is more important than me. Jake, I've been seeing a woman for about 3 months. 3 months, good time. She should be in love. Should be official. She's gorgeous and fun, but she lives through her phone.
I need my phone back now.
Everything has to be filmed, posed, filtered, and shared. The last time we had dinner, she took 17 photos of her past before speaking to me. I feel like I'm dating a brand, not a person. I've been ringing it up and she says, this is how I express myself, but what about expressing herself to me? She even edited a couple of reels for us. I got more likes than our conversation gets words. Well worded, Alex. I love that. If she's doing it as a work, like she's actually some sort of influencer or brand or advertising something, fair enough. Logistically, what you need to do, when you take a girl on a date, she doesn't have her phone on her. Leave your phones in the car. You don't need your phone. So next time you take her on a date, just say, leave your phone in the car, honey. No phones on dates. It ruins the date completely. So tell her that. Set the rules in place, Alex. Okay, let's have a good time and just connect.
Okay, we have tenderness. We have intimacy. We connect.
Let's see. Daniel's 25. I'm an asshole for asking my girlfriend not to talk about her cat during sex. What the hell, Daniel? It's not even a joke. She literally starts talking about how cute her cat looks, sleeping, and he's probably watching us. This reminds me of that Seinfeld episode where they're talking during sex, but not sexy talk, just day-to-day rubbish. Yeah, Daniel, tell her, dude, yeah. You gotta say, I don't want to hear about your cat. Talk sexy to me. Yeah, whatever that looks like. Whether you want to be called a naughty little boy or something. Whatever you're into, brother. That's very funny.
You naughty, naughty boy.
All right, here's one from Sophie. She's 41. I'm comfortable with my sexuality and open, but whenever I hint at it on dating apps, the conversation immediately goes south. Either I get ghosted or get bombarded with sleazy one-liners. Can't a woman be confident, sexy, and still want a real connection? Sophie, here's the thing with online dating. 99% of guys are terrible conversationalists. A guy who's very confident in himself, masculine, and great conversationalist, you can say something flirty, he'll reciprocate, and then he'll keep the conversation going as normal. He won't take it too far. Why does sensual automatically mean easy in their eyes? One guy said he loved how open I was, then asked for nudes 10 minutes later. It's like I can't win, tease, or prude, nothing in between. Keep at it, Sophie. I know a lot of girls hate it, but if you want to send nudes, do it. If you want to send a nude, Sophie, do it. I don't see anything wrong with two adults sending nudes to each other. Why not? Ryan, 30, thinks he's just a rebound. I started dating this woman a few weeks after her breakup. Things move fast, constant texting, sleepovers, serious talks, but lately she's pulled back. Now she's vague, doesn't initiate plans. I'm wondering if I was a band-aid for a broken heart. I don't want to pressure her, but I also don't want to waste my time. Should I walk or wait? So if a girl pulls back, it could be a few things. Yeah, a lot of girls do the 6-week pushback because they're starting to fall in love, they're starting to get strong feelings, and they are scared. They start to self-sabotage. Very, very common 6-week pushback. The key with a 6-week pushback is to push through it. Okay, go and see it in person. You must be in person to push through it. So you can use physical touch and face-to-face sort of contact, okay? Push through this little stage and in a couple of weeks you'll be fine, back on track.
He told me to push through.
Jess, 31, doggy style. Hey, Matt, coaching. I'm allergic to dogs. I've been dating my boyfriend now for 6 months. We have amazing attraction, effortless, deep conversations, and the physical intimacy is incredible. It's come time to move in together, but there's one problem. My sinus can't handle his dog. My face swells up like Rocky Balboa. He says he won't get rid of his dog, but can't move forward together otherwise. Do I wait for his dog to die or end things? She's only 2. Okay, so Jess, I think you can get medication to stop you being allergic to certain animals. If this guy is the one, realistically, he probably would get rid of his dog to be with you. But that's a fairly unpleasant thought, but if he is the one, he will do it.
No! There has to be another way!
Okay, Rob, 26. Am I wrong for saying I'm not paying for a friend's birthday dinner? We went out to her friend's birthday, a table of 10, and then the bill came. She looked at me like I was supposed to cover everyone, and I offered to pay for her and myself, but she was embarrassed. Am I wrong for not picking up the group tab? No, not necessarily. She made a big scene and told the group I wasn't generous, I make good money, but I'm not their sugar daddy. When you're in a relationship, Rob, you don't call each other out in public. That's super rude to do. So it's a bit unclear whether she did, but she might have done that, which would have been really, really bad. Dude, paying for a table of 10 is very expensive. And she should understand, so I'm not paying for all these people. There's too many. She should go, yeah, that's fair enough. She should have accepted that.
I'm not a sugar daddy.
Daniel, 49. His loud kids make it hard to feel romantic. Danielle. He has 2 young boys who are with us most of the time. I love him, but between the noise, the mess, and the constant interruptions, it's hard to feel close or sexy. I mentioned it gently and he got annoyed. Am I a jerk for admitting I struggle with chaos? Well, when you're admitting that, Danielle, what he's hearing is you don't like his children. That's what he hears. Last week, one of them walked in while we were making out and yelled, ew.
Ugh, yuck.
I haven't had a romantic minute since. That's funny. Danielle, I assume you don't have kids. Pretty normal. You got to be part of the family, my friend. Kids aren't going anywhere. The mess and the chaos isn't going anywhere. You got to make one-on-one time for one another. Intimacy 3 times a week, 2 20-second hugs a day. Kids are going to look at you kissing. It's fine. It's not a big deal, but you have to get used to it. Guys, let me know what you think of these emails. Let me know what your thoughts are. Put in the comments. And if you really need help, booking a call, you can send me an email. But booking a call, if you really need help, I want to help all you guys achieve a 10 out of 10. Subscribe, like, and comment, guys. Appreciate the watch.